Hey everybody who's watching, leave me a comment. I want to know who's there. We're still up in Mount Enterprise up in Rusk County. I'm gonna go down here, make a vlog, come back up, show y'all the big old city before I head back home. There's Miss Dimple's antique store. I don't know if that place is still open or not, y'all. Y'all will see it here in a minute when I come around. I'm looking at it from the back way. That brick house right there, that's where the doctor used to live. Dr. Bunn, he made house calls. Y'all remember doctors that made house calls? I remember our doctor when I was a kid. Now that doctor, that was after I got married and moved up here. I was in my 20s. And that doctor made house calls, y'all. I'm going to tell you, you wasn't sick long. He was going to take care of it. He was the nicest man. And if you were sick and he wasn't in his office, you went to his house. Y'all, that's Miss Dimple's antique shop right there, that building. I have a lamp. Okay, we're coming up into town, so these are the buildings of Mount Enterprise. But I have a lamp I bought back there at Miss Dimple's. And it's got roses on the shade. And there ain't no telling what that lamp would cost now. There is no telling what it would cost now. I see some online, you know, and they're like $200 and $300, made real similar, look similar. You know, may go by the brand or, you know, something like that. But anyway, I gave quite a bit of money for it back when I bought it. That had to be. There's a new post office. The old post office is back there. And I'm going to turn and go back, y'all, so y'all can see the other side. Ain't this exciting? My friends live in that white house right there. That's a beautiful old house inside. There's a lot of pretty old houses up here. Several of my friends remodeled old houses, and they're real pretty inside. Oh, back to Miss Dimple's. I bought some antique jewelry there. Oh, I still have it too. Beautiful, beautiful pieces of jewelry for nothing back then. There's no telling what that stuff would cost now. That's the old grocery store, the old pharmacy, the bank. There's the old post office. That's my ex-father-in-law's appliance business. And the Methodist Church, I have friends that go there. I'll take you up and show you where I used to go to church before I started going out to a little country church. And I may drive out there on the way home and show y'all where that's at. It's on the way, that road's on the way back to heading home. I got to get back home and get my chickens up and all that stuff before it gets too late. Okay, this big building up here on the left. And that's my church right there, old church. My nieces and nephews still go there. And friends, I have friends that still go there. My ex-father-in-law was a deacon there for many, many years. And my nephew is the praise and worship leader there. And he used to be in a quartet. And I love to go there and listen to him sing. They did a great job, but they all had to go their different, directions after many years of doing that. They sang with the Gaithers and a lot of people that y'all would know, well-named gospel groups that y'all would know. If I could think of the names of them. But they used to have some really good concerts there that I enjoyed. But I still have their CDs, still can listen to their music. Well, we're headed back to Nacogdoches County. We're still up in Rusk County. When I moved here, this road was almost 2 lanes all the way to Nacogdoches in the late 70s. And then they widened it and made it 4 lanes. Uh-oh, there goes a puppy down the road. Y'all, I've seen several dogs out just on the side of the road today. I don't know why people want to let their dogs just run like that. I'd be scared mine would get run over. I wouldn't want nothing happening to mine. Y'all, they have cut so many of the woods out around here. There's Reisinger's Taxidermy. At one time, that was a grocery store when I lived here. A man put a grocery store in there for a while. It stayed open for a few years. I bought a lot of groceries there when it was here. We didn't have, like they have, Family Dollar, Dollar General, all that. We had a little old grocery store on the corner called Chappie's Grocery. And do you know that we bought groceries on the credit? And my ex-husband would go in and pay the bill once a month. They'd handwrite it on a receipt, put it in a folder, like a recipe card box. And whatever we went in, they'd write it on that folder, write it on the receipt and put it in that folder. And then he'd get paid and we'd go in and pay our bill. Any of y'all ever buy groceries on the credit? Oh, we got gas, everything on the credit back then. And that was back in the 80s. And I thought that was pretty amazing. But that's how far behind Mount Enterprise was when I lived here. I'm telling you, I don't know anybody that did that. Even then. I know they did it, like when my dad was young and stuff. But I'm talking about my lifetime. That's what I did. Anything we went to get, they would put it on a ticket, and we'd go pay it once a month. Now I got most of my groceries in Nacogdoches or Henderson. But you'd need stuff in between. We only went twice a month to get groceries when my husband got paid. He got paid every 2 weeks, and every 2 weeks I'd go to the grocery store, buy groceries to last for 2 weeks. And I cooked 3 meals a day. Now we had garden, and I canned the old-fashioned way and put stuff in the freezer. And he hunt, and we butchered a lot of our meat. We had squirrel and pheasant and, wild turkey, duck, whatever he hunt, dove, fish. We had all kinds of fish. So we ate a lot of what he would catch or hunt, which nowadays, ain't no telling how much all that meat would cost. Of course, guns and shells and hunting equipment's expensive. Y'all, these trying to let some of them go around, because I'm fixing to turn down here, and I know they was going 80 miles an hour. They was going 1, and I didn't care nothing about them being on my bumper like that. I wouldn't be in this left lane, but I know I'm fixing to turn right down here. Y'all be blessed, and I'm going to see y'all in the next video. I'm going to take y'all and show y'all Old Prospect Church.